The Quran. Text, translation, and commentary by Abdullah Yusuf Ali. Introduction. Glory to God Most High, full of grace and mercy. He created all, including man. To man he gave a special place in his creation. He honored man to be his agent, and to that end endued him with understanding, purified his affections, and gave him spiritual insight, so that man should understand nature, understand himself, and know God through his wondrous signs, and glorify him in truth, reverence, and unity. For the fulfillment of this great trust, man was further given a will, so that his acts should reflect God's universal will and law, and his mind, freely choosing, should experience the sublime joy of being in harmony with the infinite and with the great drama of the world around him, and with his own spiritual growth. But created though he was in the best of molds, man fell from unity when his will was warped, and he chose the crooked path of discord, and sorrow and pain, selfishness and degradation, ignorance and hatred, despair and unbelief poison his life, and he saw shapes of evil in the physical, moral, and spiritual world, and in himself. Then did his soul rise against himself, and his self-discord made discord between kith and kin. Men began to fear the strong and oppress the weak, to boast in prosperity and curse in adversity, and to flee each other, pursuing phantoms, for the truth and reality of unity was gone from their minds. When men spread themselves over the earth, and became many nations, speaking diverse languages and observing diverse customs and laws. The evils became multiplied as one race or nation became alienated from another. The brotherhood of man was now doubly forgotten. First, between individuals, and secondly, between nations. Arrogance, selfishness, and untruth were sown and reaped in larger fields, and peace, faith, love, and justice were obscured over masses of men, as large tracts of land are starved of sunshine by clouds floating far on high. But God, in His infinite mercy and love, who forgives and guides individuals and nations, and turns to good even what seems to us evil, never forsakes the struggling soul that turns to Him, nor the groups of men and women who join together to obey His will and law, and strengthen each other in unity and truth, nor the nations that dwell in mountain or valley, heat or cold, in regions fertile or arid, in societies that roam over land or seas, or hunt, or tend flocks, or till the soil, or seek the seas for food or oil, or fat or gems, or dig out from the bowels of the earth precious stones or metals, or stored up heat and energy, or practice arts and crafts, or produce abundant wealth by machines of ingenious workmanship, or live a frugal life of contemplation. For all are children of one God, and share His loving care, and must be brought within the pale of His eternal unity and harmony. And so this light of eternal unity has shone in all ages and among all nations, through chosen apostles of God, who came as men to dwell among men, to share their joys and sorrows, to suffer for them and with them, aye, and to suffer more than falls to ordinary mortal lot, that so their message and their life might fulfill the eternal and unchanging purpose of the Most High, to lead man to his noblest destiny. Ever this eternal light of unity, This mystic light of God's own will has shone and shines with undiminished splendor. The names of many messengers are inscribed in the records of many nations and many tongues, and many were the forms in which their message was delivered, according to the needs of the times and the understanding of the people. And manifold were the lives of the messengers, and manifold also was the response of their people. But they all witnessed to the one truth of God's unity, might, grace, and love.